Robert Sanchez, and I don't even want to say least of all worries because that would still imply that he still has a worrisome element about him. Robert Sanchez is no worries for Chelsea this season. The issue that I used to have with him is that you just always knew there was a moment of madness waiting to happen. Moments of madness waiting to happen. We spoke about this today, bro. We spoke about this today. I don't know if you watched my video. I don't know if I jinxed you. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm taking a bit of blame for this one still. Just when I'm giving them praise. Out of all people I could have spoken about today, I could have spoken about Gallagher going to Spurs. I could have spoken about us being linked to Kenan Yildiz, but I chose to talk about Robert Sanchez. And then this happens today. Apart from the mistakes that he made from the corner and then from the cross, his distribution today was a bit off compared to other times that we've seen him this season, and I don't think that's a coincidence. When you have another manager who is telling him something different than the previous manager, you're going to see some difference, and today it was just unfortunate that he was putting our players under pressure, and something just seemed a bit off with his distribution altogether today. Lee Marsena came out in his post-match press conference saying that he asked Robert Sanchez to do something differently, hence why you can see the decision-making today from him playing out from the back was a bit off. Because when you're trying to implement the manager's style playing out from the back as a goalkeeper, obviously you're going to start off rocky, but hopefully he grows into it. But this is what I don't want to see from rival fans or even fans of Chelsea. Do not use today's performance to all of a sudden wipe out his performances this season over the past 3-4 months, because this season altogether, he's been absolutely top class for us. Because the fake lazy narratives are starting to form already. People in my comment sections, people on social media are talking about, see, I told you Robert Sanchez wasn't good enough for Chelsea. What, are you just going to forget about the 3-4 months prior where he was saving us time after time? I hate when people do quick revisionism. This player has been putting in top class performances over the past 3-4 months, but just because he revert back to type of his previous reputation, I told you he wasn't good enough for Chelsea. And they began doing it with Garnacho today. He scored 2 goals against Arsenal. See, I told you Garnacho was a good player. That was his first 2 goals against a serious opposition since Sunderland in October. Where were you when he was putting in terrible performances, missing chances, not taking his chances? Like, where were you? And similar to the case of Robert Sanchez, when he was putting in top class performances, where were you? It's just a bit ironic and funny that the days of old days that I decided to give him praise today, he decides to put in this performance. But I have no doubt that he will recover from this because he will revert to type of this season of playing well. So keep your head up, Robert Sanchez.